Hi, in this video you'll learn about documentation with comments. You may have noticed that many of the CodeHS activities have been using comments to document and explain how the code works. In this lesson you will learn how you can implement comments in your own programs. In general, comments are explanatory notes within code that help clarify, document, and manage code functionality and development. They are ignored by the compiler and not executed when the program is run, which means they can be added all throughout your program without affecting its functionality. It's kind of like adding a label to a button. The label helps identify what the button does, but it doesn't actually affect its functionality. Comments can play many roles. They can clarify a complex part of an algorithm, document the purpose or logic behind specific code elements, track how code has changed over time or ideas for future development, or disable code to aid in the testing and debugging process. Comments are written for both the original programmer and other programmers to understand the code and its functionality. So when should you write a comment? Do you need to write a comment for every piece of code? What should you actually say in the comment? Well, writing effective comments is an art. Like writing prose, each programmer may approach the process in a slightly different way. In general, an effective comment explains the purpose or reasoning behind the code clearly and concisely without repeating obvious details. For example, effective comments are concise. The first comment here is way too long and not terribly insightful. In contrast, here is a concise comment that provides just enough insight to understand the line of code. Effective comments are also relevant and helpful. This first comment is not that helpful. It just describes exactly what a simple line of code is doing, declaring a variable and setting its value. In contrast, this comment provides information about what the variable is being used for, in this case, the maximum number of attempts allowed in a game. And similarly, effective comments provide insight into the why. This comment clarifies the reason for checking the count variable, which will help someone understand the logic or purpose behind the code in the broader context of the program. Ultimately, it's up to you to decide when and how to write a comment. You can ask yourself, does this comment clarify and document the code so that you and others can understand what's going on? If the answer is yes, then you know you're on the right track. There are three types of comment structures that you can use in your programs: single line, multi-line, and JavaDoc documentation. Single-line comments provide brief explanations or notes directly before or next to specific lines of code. You can create single-line comments by typing // or a /* with the comment immediately following. Just be sure to close the second option with a / as well. The // and the * tell the compiler to ignore whatever comes after them on that line. So if you happen to forget them, the program will throw an error, since it tried to execute the comment as runnable code. Multi-line comments exist to write additional comment lines for longer comments that need more explanation. Multi-line comments start with a * and end with a //, with the comment falling in between. Note that the asterisks within the comment are just there for formatting and readability. This same comment could be written with 3 single-line comments as well. Before talking about the JavaDocs comments, it's important to note that comments can also be used as a debugging tool while maintaining and developing code. Comments can be used to comment out code that you don't want to run. This can help to eliminate and isolate bugs in your programs. Let's take this code segment as an example. Right now, when run, this code produces an error. You can use comments to prevent specific lines or chunks of code from being run. For example, here, you have commented this chunk of code. When run, nothing happens, but there are no errors. Let's start uncommenting lines of code from the top and see when an error occurs. If you run this, it seems to be okay as well. Let's try the next line. Run again, and you get an error. After close inspection, you can see that the data type string needs to be capitalized. Now, when run again, there is no error. Uncomment the rest of the code, and now it runs just fine. Remember, this works because comments are ignored by the compiler and aren't executed when programs are run. Consider using comments as a debugging tool to help figure out what isn't working with certain problems. Now it's your turn to put documentation with comments into practice.